Everyone, I'm here with an unboxing video. So I know I had talked about how my focus for 2021 was going to be on what I call working class witchcraft, which is witchcraft on a budget, which many of us are. But I did receive this deck, so I thought I would open it anyway. Also, this is a Hay House deck. This is the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radleigh Valentine. This, I think, I don't know if it's Radleigh Valentine's first deck since the whole Doreen Virtue thing where she parted ways. So I'm curious about it, but I did, there's a fellow card reader I know who said he really liked this, so I thought I would check it out. The thing with Hay House decks too is they tend to be very affordable decks. So this is not, some, indie deck that costs $100. This is $24.99 US, which is $33.99 Canadian. But Hay House often has sales and things as well if you keep an eye on, their website or follow them on Twitter or whatever. So, even if those are a little out of your price range, you can still pick them up sometimes for really good deals. So I'm going to unbox this and let's see what we think of the Angel Wisdom Tarot. All right, so this is the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radleigh Valentine and then illustrations by Dan Craig. It's your typical Hay House box here. It's got a matte finish, which is nice. And it's got the typical kind of like Hay House box here, which is nice. I do like their boxes. They are sturdy. You can put them on the shelf, this way or that way. So they're really good for storage. So let's check this out. Oh, it's a little tight to open. Ew, that's not good. Oh, okay. All right, so the inside says, "Thank you, angels, for guiding my path every day." So that's kind of nice. I'm trying to get the lighting just right there. All right, you've got your typical Hay House book here. Nice little book. We'll look at that in a second. And then the inside again, very nice. I do like that these are coming instead of plastic with just the paper thing that you can tear off. We don't need extra plastic in the world, so that's great. It's a nice matte finish. For those of you who like matte, you know how I feel. I like a little more slip. The cardstock, and I had heard this about this deck, was a bit thin. It's a little bit thinner. I don't mind it too much, but I could see how some people might have a problem with it. I do like the back. I think that's really cool. It's not reversible, but you do have here the world in the middle, and then you have all the major arcana around it, and I do quite like that. All right, so let's take a look at our cards here. Okay, so we'll do a quick flip through and I'll tell you my impressions. So first of all, there is a slight border around here. And we do have here some keywords. So I think for beginners, this might be nice. So the Fool, instead we have the Dreamer. And it says, "A new start, trust yourself, push your fears aside and take a leap of faith." So this does tend to be, I think, a more positive type deck, more of a gentle hug deck than a kick you in the butt deck. But sometimes you don't want the kick in the butt. Sometimes you need the gentle hug, but that's the impression that I'm getting there. I do quite like the artwork. The door over here that's opening into space. We've got an angel over here peeping into the garden. It's a bit of peeping Tom. Oh, we got the dog here too. So, it combines sort of the traditional tarot with, some of the angelic imagery. Got the Magician. He's got his table here. And so you've got the roses and the lilies. Got the feather, the wand. There's a deck, and is there a cup? Not seeing it, but I'll take a look more later. A High Priestess. Well, I like the Empress. I like she's holding a little unicorn there. That's kind of cute. The Emperor. And you've got the Aries. They do have the astrological symbols in here, which is nice. The Wise Counselor instead of the Hierophant. The Lovers, I kind of like its two hands, and you can imagine whichever gender you want there. So that's really great. The Chariot, it's got unicorns. That's kind of cute. They've got Justice as 8 instead of Strength. Got the Hermit. The Wheel, which we have on the back of the card. We've got our astrological symbol there. I like to see that. Strength. Awakening for the Hanged Man. Release instead of death. I would like to see a skeletal angel, but I get it. It's a Hay House deck. It is quite love and lighty. Balance for the Hierophant. Ego for the Devil. I like that the chains are being like blasted off. That's kind of cool. Transformation for the Tower. You know what? They should have the tower falling down instead of it just standing there, I think. The Star. Oh, I like too that there's it's not just all white people. That's good. I like to see some variety, some diversity. The Moon. We've got the Sun. No naked babies here. There is a child back here, but they are not a naked baby. Renewal instead of Judgment. I like that Pluto's there on the flag. That's kind of cool. So that's the thing, is it's hard to get a hold of the mat decks, I find. The World. Oh, we've got the four elements here. So that's kind of cool. All right, and then we have, oh, you know what I just noticed too is that these are color coded. There's brown for the major arcana, and then here for, I'm guessing this is the wands here, we have orange. So I'm starting to see a theme here. So we've got fire there. Got 1, 2, got 4. That's interesting, the mirrors showing the different, instead of like 5 people fighting, it's a mirror with the different reflections. It says conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time and stand up for yourself. Very ambitious people. Victory. These two look a little too similar. I would like to see a little more diversity there. 7. I don't know, it's just, they're just too close. They're too samey. 8. 9. 10. Then we've got our page. This dragon here. Oh, I like that the knight is a woman, that it's not all like knights are male, pages are female kind of thing. Queen, this is my card here. I love that she got her cat. So I do like that it's got the original, like a lot of the Rider-Waite symbolism, but it's sort of in a bit of a different interpretation. Okay, so now we've got water. We've got our dolphin here and our mermaid. Got our 2 of Cups. Oh, instead of 3 women, we've got a man here, so that's a little bit different. We've got our 4. 5. You know, it's kind of nice too that you have like some modern people in here wearing modern things. 6. Got 7. 8. He's walking away. He's literally walking out the door, and we've got the repeat of the dog here. 9. Genie in a bottle. 10. We've got our happy family. Oh, the page is a mermaid. That's really cute. The knight. Queen on the beach. And then we've got the king as well on the beach. So again, you've got some of the traditional imagery, but looking more modern. All right, so we've got kind of this bluey green for the swords. I like that it's winter here. Swords. 2 of Swords. Very Kuan Yin kind of feel to it here. Got 3. Oh, I like this. That's a very pretty one. 5. Oh, that's interesting. The gambler walking away with everyone's money. 6. Oh, 7. The magpie. That's an interesting imagery. He's stealing while people are looking the other way. 8. Oh, that's interesting. She's walking out of the garden. She's literally like breaking free from those swords. 9. Now maybe we should go to bed with all the candles there. That's a fire hazard. 10. It's leaving. So you don't have the stabbed, you know, the stabbing type Rider-Waite imagery, but it does show an ending here. I think that, you know, it still gets its point across. We've got our page, butterflies. Well, I like that with the red cardinal. That's pretty cool. Our Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords, that's very pretty. That's a really pretty Queen of Swords. I quite like that. And then we got the King of Swords. He looks a little down. He looks a little dour, like he's thinking hard about something. All right, then we got our Pentacles. Oh, I like that. She's got her rabbit and her book, and looks like she's going off to school, going off to learn something. Got the juggler here. Oh, I like that he's juggling clocks. He's juggling his time. Because that's how I see it too. There we go. We've got the sculptor for the 3. The 4. The 5. Oh, I like that. She's sitting outside the church with a cat looking down, but there's like, it's like assistance is right there. She just doesn't see it. 6. Oh, little diversity there with the person in the wheelchair. That's cool. 7, the gardener card. Oh, I love the little finch there. That's really cute. 8, one of my favorite cards, working hard on things. 9, just in the garden. 10. It's kind of interesting, the pillar. Like you're literally building something up one over the other. We've got our student card here. That's interesting. He's the only one not on a horse. It's the Knight of Pentacles. You know, he's slowing down to look at the map before he proceeds. I like that. Oh, I like this Queen of Pentacles with a rabbit. She's very cool. Very, very pretty. And then we have our 10 of Pentacles. So an interesting deck. You know what? The cardstock, like I said, is a little, maybe just a tad thinner than I'd like. I don't like it was too thick either, though. It's like really hard to get it perfect, isn't it? There's always going to be people who say it's too thin or too thick. I like the backings. I like the artwork overall. I think it's sort of a modern take on the tarot. You know, the name changes I'm not always like super keen on, but I get it. And you know what, this deck is very approachable for people who may be like a little leery of the tarot or are maybe used to more oracle cards. I think that you could really, you know, if you're into oracle cards, you could definitely use these. And if you're a beginner, you know, the keywords on the bottom, you can still give a great reading to yourself or others without, you know, memorizing the tarot. So I think that this could be a really good option for people who are beginners or maybe a little hesitant about the tarot. I like that the edges are color-coded. I certainly like that. I like that it's more inclusive. There's a lot more diversity in here. And I like that, you know, it's sort of a modern interpretation, but there is like a whimsy to it because you have things like mermaids and unicorns and angels and stuff in here. So I think this could be a really good gentle hug deck. I think this could be a great deck for kids. So it depends what you're looking for. If you're like, no, hardcore Rider-Waite or hardcore Marseille, probably not for you. Or if you're looking for a deck with a little more darker edge to it, this probably isn't the deck for you. But if you're looking for a deck that gives you a bit of a gentle hug or is accessible, or you're just learning the tarot, then this deck might be for you. This might be a great way to start learning. So far, I have like positive impressions of it. I think it's a good little deck. I'm going to work with it and see what I think of it, and do like a more thorough review. But that's my first impressions of this particular deck. So let me know what you think, if this is something that you would get. And I would love to hear what you think. As always, you know, thank you so much for all of your support. Just a reminder, on my Patreon, I do have weekly tarot scopes for each of the signs. I do have also subscriptions for a monthly reading if you're interested in that. And of course, you can always check out the Etsy shop to see what's available I'm doing on readings right now. But thank you so much for watching. As always, peace and love and rock and roll. And I will talk to you guys next time.